ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
My defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Makes a grab for a big play. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking...
Lots of running room. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught in the backfield, it's Connor. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got the screen set up. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Races down. pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality.
It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
At the 20, he's got space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that...
There he goes! That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. There he goes! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Haynes. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Randall. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got his man across the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to...
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
It's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He fields the punt in his own end zone. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson!
of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting. One play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the ground, it's Randall. All out of space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wide open spaces. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Perfectly. Ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Punts it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're going to run it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the inside. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Taylor. And you don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense and 4th down's coming up. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to North Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on second and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And here comes the offense on second down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Completes it in the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed behind the line, it's Higgins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Using his legs, it's Haynes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got his man quickly. Turning it on! And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Sets up the screen. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. Definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. Don't make those contested catches.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Crowder. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You
know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the ground, it's Adams. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Ford. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Trojans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep right. Look out, he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Ford. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard